This is how I came up with the idea for this Got to Glow fairy finder. Bless you. So I'm not an engineer. I have ideas for toys. I see things and I'll be like, that's a toy, that's not a toy, that can be a toy. In the case of this fairy finder, an inventor came to us with this jar and he was like, I have an idea for a toy that catches fireflies. So he showed this demo, open the lid, and a firefly flies in. And then you close the lid, and now they're in there. Oh. It was this concept of catching fireflies, and I looked at it and I was like, wow, there's something super, super magical about this, and I think this could be an amazing toy. The next thing that we do is basically, what is it? What do we want it to be? Looking at everything that's existed in the past, what has worked, all your comments about Tamagotchi, Pixel Chicks, they're all super relevant. All of those have little bits that have worked in the past as amazing toys. I sit down with a designer as well as a team of engineers and we look at this and we're like, how do we turn this concept into the best toy possible? On the subject of Pixel Chicks, at first I thought it would be really fun to do a room in here and you had a screen, and similar to how Pixel Chicks worked with the screen, you open the lid, the fairy flies in, and you get to interact with her on the screen with all these buttons. Once we started doing that, we were like, this is a really clunky jar, it's going to be really expensive, and what is the kid actually going to respond to? What's the magic moment? The one thing that really resonates with me in terms of how I think about making toys is, what is gonna be that moment for a child where they're like, wow, this is magical. This feels really, really special. We went back to the drawing board and Mimi, my designer, drew a much cuter little jar. And now it was all about fairies flying in, different light colors. You double press, open the lid, it prompts you. And now this jar is searching for fairies. And you never know when a fairy is gonna fly in. I wanted it to feel completely random. Oh, we just found a fairy. Pink lights, okay. You have an indication of what fairy you found. Close the lid. We found a light fairy. Over 40 fairies in every jar. You could go see your collection by going into your main menu, seeing all the fairies that you found. Wow, we found 40 in this jar. Where is she? The cherry pie fairy. And you can summon them back. That's how a toy goes from this to this without being an engineer. Hope this helps. If you have any other questions, let me know.